a tempest of turmoil, global headlines, and the unraveling fabric of international relations. The world stage is awash with a maelstrom of events, each a brushstroke in a rapidly unfolding and deeply unsettling global picture. From trade wars and political scandals to humanitarian crises and environmental disasters, the headlines scream of instability and uncertainty. Let's delve into the intricate tapestry of these interconnected narratives, examining their implications and the potential consequences they hold for the future. Trade wars and economic fallout, asterisk. The imposition of a 25% tariff on foreign-made cars by the United States, announced by President Donald Trump with an effective date of April 2nd, has ignited a firestorm of criticism from key trading partners. Canada, among others, has swiftly condemned the move, highlighting the potential for devastating economic repercussions. This unilateral action threatens to unravel decades of carefully constructed international trade agreements, raising the specter of retaliatory tariffs and a potential global trade war. The long-term impact on global economies, already grappling with various challenges, remains deeply uncertain, threatening to destabilize markets and disrupt established supply chains. The ripple effects will likely be felt across multiple sectors, impacting consumers and businesses alike. Will this aggressive protectionist stance ultimately benefit the U.S. economy, or will it backfire, leading to a prolonged period of economic instability? Political scandals and erosion of trust, asterisk. A brewing scandal involving the sharing of sensitive military plans, specifically concerning the bombing of Yemen, within a private group chat among top U.S. officials, has sent shockwaves through the political establishment. Leading Republican senators are demanding a thorough investigation, recognizing the potential for this revelation to escalate into a major political crisis. The leak of this sensitive information not only raises serious national security concerns, but also undermines public trust in the government's handling of sensitive matters. The disclosure of further details, coupled with reports from Der Spiegel indicating the online availability of private data belonging to top U.S. security advisors, further exacerbates the crisis. The internal divisions within the Republican Party, as evidenced by senior members breaking ranks over this scandal, underscore the gravity of the situation and the potential for lasting political damage. Mike Waltz, the National Security Advisor, while accepting full responsibility, also engaged in deflection tactics and attacked the journalist involved, further fueling the controversy. This incident highlights a deeper concern: the increasing fragility of information security in the digital age and the potentially devastating consequences of such breaches. Humanitarian concerns and global injustice, asterisk. The Trump administration's escalating targeting of foreign students for deportation, as exemplified by the detention of an Iranian doctoral student at the University of Alabama, paints a grim picture of the administration's immigration policies. This action, coming amidst a wider pattern of similar incidents, raises serious concerns about the treatment of international students and the broader impact on academic freedom and international cooperation. This harsh approach to immigration contrasts sharply with the calls for international collaboration on other global issues. The incident underscores a broader pattern of increasing restrictions on immigration and the potential chilling effect on international collaboration in various fields. The European Commission's recommendation for citizens to stockpile 72 hours' worth of essential supplies, as part of a preparedness strategy encompassing natural disasters, pandemics, and military attacks, is a stark reminder of the precariousness of global security. This advice, while seemingly precautionary, highlights the rising anxieties surrounding global stability and the potential for large-scale disruptions. The underlying anxieties driving this recommendation need to be carefully considered in the context of growing geopolitical tensions and the increasing frequency of extreme weather events linked to climate change. Further exacerbating the global humanitarian landscape are funding cuts to overseas budgets by countries such as the US and the UK. New research predicts this will result in a staggering increase in HIV-related deaths, potentially reaching 2.9 million by 2030 and millions more new infections. These cuts, driven primarily by domestic political priorities, have dire and far-reaching consequences, potentially undermining years of progress in global health initiatives and deepening existing health disparities across the globe. The projected figures underscore the devastating impact of short-sighted policy decisions on vulnerable populations. The global community must find ways to address these funding shortfalls and ensure the continuation of vital health programs. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza continues to unfold with heartbreaking consequences. The high rate of child amputees, estimated by UNICEF to be between 3,000 and 4,000, paints a grim picture of the ongoing conflict's impact on the most vulnerable members of society. The story of a Palestinian family evacuated to the U.S. for urgent medical care, as described by Ahmed Moore, poignantly illustrates the human cost of this protracted conflict. The children of Gaza, bearing the physical and psychological scars of war, will be indelibly shaped by these experiences, leaving an enduring mark on Palestinian society and collective memory for generations to come. Their struggles serve as a stark reminder of the urgent need for lasting peace and an end to the violence. Environmental catastrophes and climate change, *. South Korea's devastating wildfires, which have doubled in size in just one day, represent a stark illustration of the escalating impact of climate change. The tinder-dry conditions and powerful winds have fueled the fires, leading to unprecedented destruction and loss of life. This tragedy underscores the harsh reality of the climate crisis, as described by the country's disaster chief, and serves as a powerful reminder of the urgent need for global action to mitigate climate change and adapt to its unavoidable effects. The scale of this environmental disaster highlights the increasing frequency and intensity of extreme weather events, forcing us to confront the urgent need for climate action. The alarming amount of plastic waste generated by Coca-Cola, projected to reach 602 million kilograms annually by 2030, underscores the devastating impact of corporate practices on marine life. This staggering amount of plastic, enough to fill the stomachs of 18 million whales, highlights the urgent need for corporate accountability and systemic change to address plastic pollution. The sheer scale of this waste serves as a stark reminder of the environmental consequences of unsustainable consumption patterns and the urgent need for sustainable practices across industries. Societal shifts and political polarization, *. The decision by a Yale professor specializing in fascism to relocate to Canada, citing fears that the U.S. is at risk of becoming a fascist dictatorship, reflects a growing sense of unease among some academics and intellectuals. This move, following Columbia University's apparent capitulation to the Trump administration's demands, highlights the deep political polarization within the U.S. and the potential erosion of academic freedom. The professor's action serves as a cautionary tale, reflecting the growing concerns about the direction of U.S. politics and the potential for the erosion of democratic norms. This raises critical questions about the state of democracy in the U.S. and the fragility of institutions in the face of political extremism. A call for action and global cooperation, *. The confluence of these global challenges, trade wars, political instability, humanitarian crises, and environmental catastrophes, underscores the urgent need for global cooperation and concerted action. The interconnectedness of these issues demands a collaborative, multifaceted approach that transcends national borders and political ideologies. The future hinges on our collective ability to address these challenges effectively and work towards a more just, sustainable, and peaceful world. The silence is deafening. What will be our response? The ongoing events demand our attention, our critical analysis, and, most importantly, our collective action. The future hinges on the choices we make today.